inspires you to create the papercraft work?
The papercraft, I don't know. There are artists on Instagram that I follow that do a little bit of papercraft.
Yeah.
But I guess there's no one that does exactly what I do. There's a few artists, like I've got a book here. So Paul Thurlby.
Yep.
He's on Instagram, and he doesn't necessarily use paper cutouts, but he produces very flat images that look like paper cutouts and look a bit like my style.
Yeah.
And the colours he uses, they're very bold colours. They work well together. That graphic kind of design look about it.
I noticed he's got one of the Queen there on one of the pages. Can you have a look at that?
I think that's yes.
Yeah. So he's actually in some ways he's used the paper in some ways as, or is it brush strokes? Some of it's a bit of brush stroke.
He probably, I'd say he uses a combination of traditional technique of paint and using the computer as well.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
He's got her outlines there with like the red.
Yeah.
And then her hair.
Which could be an ink or a paint. Yeah. And then that could be pasted on perhaps. I'm not 100% sure how he's done his work.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much of his processes online.
Yeah. And it's funny too, a lot of artists will share their processes, and others you kind of having to work it out for yourself.
Right.
Find information about how they do stuff. Yeah.
So, and of course Eric Carle, he's the author of The Hungry Caterpillar, Angry Lady Beetle, and those sorts of children's books that were classics in the 70s and 80s, or 80s more so. He's been an inspiration. I think I've enjoyed his books since childhood, and I think for people who think about cut-out paper and interesting patterns on paper, think of Eric Carle. So he's one of the pioneers, I suppose, of that sort of art form, and he did it in a beautiful way because he created a lot of his own paper. Yeah. So he painted the paper and cut those shapes out, and that's a special touch that I don't do much of, and I could explore that further in the future, but he's another great artist in that genre. But apart from that, I get more inspiration from illustrators. Just the use their use of colours, their use of composition and all that sort of stuff, rather than just people that do papercraft. Yeah. Because other papercraft you see online is very neat and tidy. It's not very expressive papercraft. It's like representing a bird in a very realistic sort of a way, and they're using paper to make something very intricate and beautiful, but it's not charming or quirky. So I think there's a bit of, it's probably a niche market that I've created. It's